Good morning. First of all, before I get into what I'm going to do, which is this darling little flag pot holder. I think it's just really, really, really cute. I had 2 of these steam fast presses. I had one of these growing up when I was a kid because we had so much laundry and stuff, and we had to do handkerchiefs and stuff, and I lived on a farm. Well, anyways, I had 2 of these, and when I was on a trip one time, my wonderful husband took them to Goodwill. And I was so beyond mad because I had to do his lab coats, and the only way I would do his lab coats is because of using this, because I could do 5 of them in an hour and a half. His lab coats are long. So, after he gave them away, I didn't ever do his lab coats ever again. Now he doesn't wear lab coats. But this is amazing for ironing fabric. You can put your pressing stuff on, and you can just iron so much easier. And it's not as hard on your hands, and it's fabulous. Lindsay even has one. I mean, she loves it.
One, yeah.
And so she got it for me. My birthday's coming up, and I thank her. So it is awesome. So just to let you know, FYI, this thing is absolutely fabulous. It's heavy, but it's fabulous. Okay. The pattern Lindsay put on the feed. So here's the cute little pot holder. The first one I made, I put 2 pieces of the batting. It was so chubby. It was kind of awful, but it worked. I got through it, and then I ended up giving it away. So, anyways, everything is written here. So what I always do is I either put it on a tray or I put it on one of these little guys. I'm still old-fashioned, and I mark everything like this because I've been doing this forever. And that's how I have to mark things. It's just the way my mind works. So what you want to do is sew a 1/4 inch of your first 3. So you can sew it to your blue stuff. And so I'm going to sew that 1/4 inch. Here, let me see where this stretches. Yeah, that's good. So I'm so excited. I'm going to go iron some fabric even if I don't need it ironed. I know that sounds really stupid, but oh well. So I am just so excited to have that. She calls up and she said, "You need to take a ride to Taylorsville with me." And I went, "Okay." She says, "I'm getting part of your birthday gift." And I went, "Okay." And then she ended up going yesterday. So I'm really, really excited. And I thank her. It's a really, really awesome gift. Okay, then I'll show you 2 different things. I did do my 1 inch prairie points on this one. I did the 3/4 inch prairie points in this one, which you can barely see, but I had to try them both. So to do the 1 inch prairie points, you have to use a 4-inch strip of fabric, 28mm rotary cutter, and I put it right here. And I have a lot of tutorials on it, and you guys know how to fold it and do it and whatever. And I just put it at the top and bottom. You can do it on all sides if you would like. So after you've ironed this, then just put on the bottom part. I burned myself the other day, so I'm more of aware of an iron. Because I don't pay attention. Then I have a little wiener dog that we call Stinks, but her real name is Frankie. And she's always grabbing stuff. She's so cute. She's up to how heavy now, Lindsay?
Is it almost 8 pounds?
Almost 8 pounds. My little dog is almost up to 8 pounds. She is the cutest, most loving little dog in the whole wide world. She's so cute. I love that little thing. I would totally suggest a long hair wiener dog, if you're a wiener dog person. She's just so cute. She's such a good dog. Well, today we'll be giving Wayland's. Pattern. Okay, then what you do is you take your sides and you sew them on each side. And then you get your top out and sew it on the top. I must be planning on making a lot of these because dang, I really went on a cutting spree apparently. I was on a roll, girls. But it's a cute gift. Do the other side. Can't believe it's going to be 4th of July already. It absolutely amazes me. Time flies so fast. Too fast. Years go by like minutes when I was young. Don't you remember as a kid? Summers would be so long, and you'd be like, oh my gosh. And now it's like, everything goes so fast. Too fast, actually. I'm just opening up the seams. Definitely a habit from years of making clothes. I'll have to get my press out and press these. That would just like be amazing.
Those things you'll burn yourself on.
Yeah, be careful not to burn yourself, Lindsay just said. She tried it out on her husband's shirt. She said it got really hot. So I'm like, okay, that's good. It'd be a good way to press your use your spray starch and get your fabric stiff to make sure everything is really even too. I haven't started when I make something, taking it and putting it on a, you know how they saturate stuff to make everything so stiff before you cut it and stuff. I haven't done that yet. Make sure everything is perfect. I probably should try it someday. You know, you saturate your fabric with the spray starch and then you leave it on a hanger thing and let it dry and then you iron it and cut it. And I'm like, oh, I'm too impulsive, I think. I don't know if I take the time. I don't have one. It's like I get a wild hair and I gotta get it going, you know? So this ends up being about 8-inch square when you're done, which is a nice size. I don't have really big hands. If you want it bigger, you could add on more around. But for me, that's a good size pot holder. I have bigger pot holders, but because I get a little nutty sometimes and I get too much stuff. Okay, so we got that done. Then next, what you want to put on are your prairie points. You can put it all the way around. And of course, you know how to do this. You go, always fold going the same direction, or you have Grandma come slap you. She had one arm, but boy, she could slap. She had it down. I think just for me, though. Probably because I was a major ADHD kid. Come to think that she probably had ADHD. She just didn't know it. She had to have all the energy she had. I mean, she had more energy than most people do when they're 20, when she was in her 90s, so. She went, that's for sure. And all I do is fold it up and put a little glue so it stays up. Oops. Okay, so you guys get this. So then I put fray check on it, and then I put it on like this. And then I take my, let me find my little stuffy loo, Insul Bright. I put 1 or 2 of them on, depends how much you need. And then I take 100% cotton, use 100% thread. I use Aurifil, it's my favorite. If I can't get it, I do Gutermann. And then after that, then I take my trusty Martelli, 1.5 inch or 2 inch, and I draw lines. And then I stitch across with it at about a 3.5. Use your walking foot, because otherwise it will drive you bonkers. It won't work so hot unless you have a really heavy duty machine. I love my Juki. I've had it since 1998. It is Lindsay's favorite machine out of all my machines. I got sick of trading machines upstairs, or changing putting on my walking foot, so I just brought that one up, and it's really been nice.
That's heavy.
It's heavy. Heavy machine. And it's got a really long throat. I've been sewing on that upstairs. I just one day thought, I'm switching this out. I'm sick of this. So I brought that machine upstairs. I was like, wow, I haven't done that in a long time. Lindsay said I get bored. And I do. And I always start in the middle and I go up when I do my cross hatching. Then I cut it so it's all nice and clean. Then the binding is at 2.5 inches. And I'm going to put it on the back and go to the front. But before I put it on, when something is this small, I'm not going to work hard. I mean, this is a pot holder. I'm not going to kill myself on it, just saying. You know? still gotta look really good. You can't take the issues away, no matter how you try. So I'm going to put it on the back. And I'm going to move it down just a little. With a 1/4 inch. I'm going to take that off, I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to sew about from here so I can fit that in. Go to within a 1/4 inch of my corner, veer off to the side. And then when I'm all done, I just put it to the front, and then you can show them what I do to the front. And I sew it with my favorite foot. And voila, it looks really good on the front. That's why I do the back to the front. I think it looks just really good. And you guys could do this and take it if you're having a 4th of July party or whatever. And it just looks flippin' adorable. Then when you get to here, all you do is slip in this. Just fit it in nicely. And then you just sew it down, and then you just flip it over, and it looks really good. And the winner today is, thank you for watching. God bless. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Lindsay will be sending a pattern, so send your email address to quickpoints@gmail, and she will send you a PDF. Lynn Holzman, I think. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. And God bless all of you, and I love you guys, and thank you for watching. And you have a wonderful week.